Hello fellow warriors against consensus reality. Just a quick video today. It's a nice quiet morning, my day off, and conducive for introspection and thought. I did upload a video, but the audio was all wrong, so I have to do it again. I was reading a few things in my couple of articles in my of course New Dawn magazine, and got me thinking about other things in life and what have you. And but before I go into that, I wish to thank a couple of people. I want to thank Eric Wade firstly. You, sir, are a fucking legend. Thank you for your support, and I can honestly say, and with truly meaning it, thank you, brother. Thanks to a certain lady, she knows who she is, who I know has my back. I know, shock horror, right? But good people do still exist in various guises. They're not all assholes. There are still good people out there making the place fairly worth living in. And thanks to my wonderful subscribers who are still here on my main channel and this one. Your support means a lot to me. Thank you very much. And I mentioned it in my previous video, but I'll mention it again. There's a tendency to have to allow ourselves to gain a skewed perspective when dealing with people and the world and perceiving the events going on in the world. And it's very easy to become warped and confused and aggressive and negative and hurtful and backstabbing and all the rest of it, because that's what social online media, mass media is designed to do, to separate you from a true sense of reality, right? That's what it's designed to do. And so you have dealings with people online with whom you would not even dream of reacting that way in real life when you're facing them. And it's becoming worse. There's a lot of negativity around. There are a lot of assholes around. There's a lot of werewolfery around, but there's also good people. There are still some good people. They are out there. And if you happen to be friends with one of them, hang on to them for dear life, because they really are a dying breed. And you will know people as true friends when they've seen you at your worst. They've seen you when you're down. They've seen you when you're at your most vulnerable. And not only are they still there, but they actually offered words of support and encouragement and lent a very important ear. Those people are the salt of the earth. Those people you need to hang on to with dear life. And the more I look into it, the more I look into how people are today, I'm realizing they're transferring the way they react online to real life. Those of you in customer service, for example, you've noticed during the past 5-6 years what total assholes so many people have become. I ask myself why I still do what I do for a living. Well, I do that because there's no co-worker bullshit to deal with. It's just you. So that's a big plus. There's no office politics. There's no bitchy females or whatever, or games or fuckery going on. It's just you. So the only thing you have to deal with is certain assholes that you're serving, but, you know, You don't have to see them too long, thankfully. But if you look around, you'll notice people are becoming more and more disproportionately negative. Getting so butthurt, so overblown negative over nothing, over little things which ordinarily would not even warrant a second thought. And that's kind of disturbing, because that makes you, well, it makes it more challenging to deal with people, firstly. And those of us who find it challenging dealing with people to begin with, whether it be in real life or online, are scratching our heads bewildered at the moment. And I've never been more happy in my life to be a lone wolf than I am right now, to be quite honest. There are people on one hand whom I consider friends. I'm actually going to the local brewery with a friend. I've known this guy since high school, so going on 33 years, and we're still friends. And we're going to sample the local craft ales. I may even make it my mission to find the closest to a Guinness without it being a Guinness, so we'll see how that goes. But negativity, the resultant negativity from what I've been talking about just now, difficult things which ordinarily would have been difficult gain more of a negative disproportion. Things which happen, people say stuff, people piss you off, especially online. You get annoyed, you want to grab them by the throat and throw them out of the window. But you realise that power that you're giving away, the negativity which you're allowing yourself to be affected by, is not in your highest good mentally and emotionally, and even physically, because physical is the last manifestation of these powerful but negative energies, if allowed to fester and continue. And so it's easy to allow ourselves to get caught up in it without any filter of awareness to channel it, to change it, to let it go. And I, for myself, find when these difficult situations do come up, especially online, in that moment I disconnect and I go into my hermetic silence mode. I won't talk to that person. I won't engage, because we're both still in the in that anger state, and there are some nasty things you'd really like to say to each other. No, that's the worst thing you can possibly do. Disconnect, go away, engage in real life for a while, as I have done. Then when you can see that you've reclaimed your calm state of mind, then perhaps come back. But take that break first, because otherwise you'll get all butthurt and hide all your videos on YouTube, shut down your Patreon, shut down your Google account for no real good reason, and get all butthurt and carry on and engage in all manner of fuckery and werewolfery. You don't need that. Yes, there are situations which piss you off. There will be situations which will piss you off. People are going to say things and do things which will hurt, which will piss you off to the extreme. But you realise, hang on a minute, it's online. You'll never actually get to meet any of these people, very few of them. So why allow yourself to go through that? And even events. You have people saying this about political correctness and this and that and feminism, and that's all a cancer. We know that. That's just going to run its course. However, the one thing that you can do is control the negativity within yourself. Control how much of it you allow into yourself. Again, that would require awareness and mindfulness. Because we're living in a post-apocalyptic ego mind wasteland where people are selfish, people are mean, people are cold, there's very little to no empathy whatsoever in real life, let alone online. You're kidding, right? And so it's easy to get sucked into all this negativity, especially online. Jeez, and YouTube especially. You're kidding, aren't you? We all remember the drama, months and months of drama with a certain life coach. And people dedicated whole freaking channels to it. Right? And even now, and it continues, but there's really no need for it to continue. We are in charge of how much negativity we allow into ourselves. And for our own peace of mind, for our own sense of mental, emotional and physical health, it's imperative now, more important than ever before, to learn to let shit go. Nothing has that much importance, even those of us who have been through difficult breakups and all the rest of it. There comes a time when something happens, like with my ex recently. I found out that the guy she left me for, who she married, actually dumped her and divorced her. Karma's a bitch. These things run through their course as they will. And in that moment, in that light bulb moment, you realize how much of this crap you're still hanging on to on a subconscious and barely conscious level. Then you feel that weight lift because you realize that you're finally letting all this shit go. Some of it going back to early childhood. So just remember, you're the one in control of how much negativity you allow within. And when shit does happen, yes, drama situations happen. I've been through one very recently. People are people. This shit's going to happen. When it does happen, keep it to yourself. Maybe one or two trusted people. No one else really needs to know. Disconnect from online. Engage in real life. Talk to real people. And then when you're feeling better, perhaps for a little while, come back. For your own sanity's sake. The Lone Wolf on guitar, out.